So I tried to find the entrance to the reservoir because I figured there, where it's only about 2 feet deep, might be the perfect place for the kingfisher to dive. But I miscalculated, and I think I came a little bit too far north. And instead of finding the entrance to the stream, I found this swamp. So I decided to try to find another spot on the Reservoir Swamp, just because I feel like the entrance to the reservoir is probably going to be a pretty good place to explore. Where the stream leads into the reservoir, it's only about 2 feet deep, and it has a lot of different properties, as I said before, as opposed to the lakeside. So I made my way a little bit north to see if I could find the stream, but I miscalculated, and instead I found pretty much what I've been looking for, which is a beaver swamp. And I figure I might see the kingfisher there because of the depth of the water. May make it easier for them to fish. I'd been here before, and I thought maybe that this was the stream that led into the reservoir, but it turns out it's a swamp. It's a beaver swamp. It's pretty windy the first day that I came here, and looked like the water was flowing one way, which had me pretty confused at first. But then I figured out that it was just the wind. But I couldn't help trying to find the entrance to the reservoir to see where all this water's coming from. There's a great egret stalking in the water just over my shoulder, beyond that patch of plants right there. And there was actually a great blue heron that was stalking in the same area, which is probably not unusual. But I had quite an interesting encounter with them. So last year, I believe, they were actually fighting. But that's a story for another day. So there's actually a beaver dam right here. I'm not sure how long it's been here. Not sure how long beaver's been working on the swamp, or if there even is a beaver still here working. But I definitely look forward to coming back here in the future. But not quite yet. Still have a date with the kingfisher. So why don't we head on back to the Reservoir Swamp, see if we can find the kingfisher, and maybe I can get another chance to capture her diving. So I don't know how many days I went back to the Reservoir Swamp without seeing the belted kingfisher. But after I discovered the Beaver Swamp to the north, I started to split my time between the two. And eventually I would have a little bit of luck. As soon as I heard the kingfisher, she dove, and I didn't capture it that time. But then she flew to the other side of the swamp and was out of my view. So I didn't think I would have very much luck capturing a dive because I couldn't see where she was coming from. So I just set my camera up on the last location she hit and just pressed record. And it wasn't really in focus because I was off by a little bit. I was focused on the center. And he dove down to the left of the frame. But it's still pretty cool to see him hit the water. It doesn't look like he caught anything. I think I just heard him. I'm afraid if I even tried to take any pictures when I hit the water, I would have missed it, so at least I got it on film. I didn't think to change my frame rate, so I don't know how good it'll look in slow motion. What's in your backyard?